Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having an awesome day. So I am back at you again with another DIY project, and this one is not going to be anything complicated. It's just going to be something really cute and simple. It shouldn't take too long, and of course, as always, I will have all of the supplies linked in the description box below. So we're going to be working up some Dollar Tree frames, okay? So you will need 2 of these shadow box Dollar Tree frames. These are actually little cute artwork that they have in the store right now. I think these are so adorable, and we're going to make a little Chanel feminine spring kind of perfume display out of this, okay? So you're going to need 2 of these. And I've already cracked one open. Okay, so we are going to open this up. And you want to take the backing out of this. Okay, so we're going to take that out. Once you take the back out, you can cover this back with any type of paper that you want. You can use craft paper, you can use diamond wrap, you can use whatever you want. But we need to cover this up, okay? And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using a piece of craft paper. This is absolutely gorgeous. It has a lot of beautiful pink and white tones to it. It is so pretty. It has a chevron pattern to it. It's gorgeous, okay? And this is why I love to collect craft paper for the most part, because I never know what type of project I'm going to have, and I like to have a nice library of craft paper that I can use. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the insert out of that out of the frame. We've taken this insert out the frame, and I'm going to cover over this with this craft paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay my frame down on the craft paper. I'm going to trace out where I need to cut with a pencil. Go ahead and cut my craft paper. Okay, I have cut out my square. And I'm going to go ahead and attach it to this frame. And I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue. I don't want to use too much hot glue because I don't really like to use hot glue to apply paper products to, because if you don't put it down right away, it will bulk up on you. You have to hurry up and put it down and then press down so that it doesn't it stays flat. Okay, so we've covered over that. That's enough hot glue to kind of keep the paper on here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my frame and I'm going to put this right back in there. Okay, so that looks so pretty already. Look at that, guys. That is so cute. Okay, so I love that already. Love the way that looks. Then the next frame, the second frame that we've had, we're going to get rid of the backing altogether. We don't want the backing at all. And what I'm going to do is I am going to actually put a piece of acrylic in here. So I had a piece of acrylic cut down to the same size so that it would fit into the frame. I think this is 5 and 5 3/4. Okay, so I'll put the size that you need to have this acrylic cut. I'll put the size in the description box below. So I got this a piece of acrylic cut because this does not come with a glass. This doesn't come with any type of glass or anything in it, so you will have to put something in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little hot glue in here just to make sure that there's no shifting and that it just stays in place. Okay. All right. And if some gets outside of the frame, you can always wait until it dries and then just kind of peel it off or up out of there. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry for a second, and we're gonna move on over to our beads. So you can go to the Dollar Tree and get a lot of pearl beads. They sell these at the Dollar Tree, and I have quite a collection here, so I'm just going to pop open my collection of pearls. Now we're going to go back to this frame again, and what we're going to do is we are going to take out the prongs out of this frame. Okay, so you want to kind of push the tongs down, or the little metal prongs down, and then pull them out, because we're not going to need that and they're going to be in the way. So I'm pulling them out. And I really should have did this before I actually put the acrylic frame in here, guys, but that's okay. All right, so we pulled out all of the metal prongs. We don't need that. You can get that out of the way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stack these next to each other. Okay, so as you can see, we're gonna hot glue them together. Okay, and that makes an even thicker shadow box. Okay, it makes a real official shadow box out of this. But before we do this, I'm going to put a couple of little pearls in here because I want that effect. So I'm going to drop a few pearls in here. Because Chanel is all about pearls. So as you can see, I have a lot of different types of pearls in here, different sizes, and I just put a nice amount, okay? And so they will stay because there's a little bit of a ledge there, so they're not going to move. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot glue. I'm going to take my hot glue and I'm going to put enough glue so that I can go ahead and attach the other frame to it. And of course, you know, with hot glue, you have to work really fast, guys, or it will start drying up on you big time. Ta-da! Look what we got here, guys. We have an official shadow box, okay? So this is what the side looks like. This is the back. This is the other side. And then this is the front. This is so pretty. Oh my God. We could stop right here and we wouldn't need to do anything else. This is so gorgeous. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use this. This is actually broken off from a curtain rod that I had. So this was the finale for a curtain rod, but I will link something similar to this in the description box below. Or if you want, if you have a curtain rod around with a crystal top to it that you're not using, hey, you can use it for a DIY project like I'm doing. Okay, so this is going to kind of sort of like be the top for our perfume bottle. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this on, so hopefully it will stay. But that's going to be kind of sort of like the top, our top for our perfume bottle. Okay. Oh, this is so pretty. So before I go ahead and put our little perfume top on, okay, I think what I want to do is go ahead and put my Chanel logo on. Now I printed this out off the internet, and I used some pink vinyl paper and cut this on my Cricut. So this is the paper that I used. I wanted a pink logo because I want to keep it very spring-like. So I've already reverse weeded this, and I'm going to go ahead and just find the center and lay this down on here. Let's see here. So I carefully placed my Chanel logo on here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just press down on it and then remove the transfer paper off of here. Okay, so I'm pressing down with my fingers because that's good enough. You don't have to use a burnisher. If you are just using regular vinyl, you should be fine just pressing it down with your fingers. And then I'm going to take one side of my transfer paper and just pull it off, and it's a successful transfer. It transferred right on there. This is so pretty, guys. Look at that. Transferred on there with no problems. Now what we're going to do is put our top on, and I'm going to hot glue that on there. I'm going to turn this around to me so I can actually make sure that this is centered. And you want to use a generous amount of hot glue. Use as much hot glue as is necessary. Even if it bleeds over a little bit, you can always wipe it off. But it's better to use a lot so that you get a good hold. I'm feeling like that's the center right there. Okay guys, that's looking really, really good. If you get any excess glue on the side, I just use one of these metal hair clamps and just kind of go over it to try to pull away some of the excess glue. Okay, so that's a really easy trick to do something like that. Okay, so far this is looking really, really pretty. I just love the way this is coming out. Now I want to show you guys something else. I'm thinking about adding some flowers on it. Let me think about that for a second. Alright guys, so our next step is to add a ribbon. Now I purchased this Chanel ribbon off of, I think I got this off of eBay or Etsy, I'm not sure. But this is black Chanel ribbon. And we are going to go ahead and tie this around our perfume bottle, and I want to see how much I'm really going to need before I actually cut it, because I want to keep some of this ribbon for other projects. Alright guys, so I tied the ribbon in a way so that a lot of the Chanel wording would show. Okay, so I had to kind of be strategic with this because I wanted to make sure that enough of the Chanel wording is going to pop out on this ribbon. So I like the way that looks. So I'm just going to add one flower rose to this. I've already put my hot glue on here, so I'm just going to add one because Chanel is all about simple elegance and simplicity. So I don't want to overdo this perfume bottle. I just want to make sure that it has a nice spring look to it and that it's super feminine looking. So by adding the flower, I think that is really going to help to make it look springy and very feminine and very pretty. This is gorgeous. Like, I'm keeping this. Okay, so there we have it. Okay guys, so we are done here. This came out really awesome, better than I thought. So this is my Spring Fling Chanel bottles made out of Dollar Tree frames. And I thought this came out absolutely gorgeous. I love the direction that this went in. It is fabulous. And I think you guys are really going to like this DIY. I fast forwarded through the video, but I think this stuff is pretty simple and pretty self-explanatory. So this is just absolutely awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And as always, don't forget to rate, don't forget to subscribe, and feel free to share this video wherever you can. And hit me up on my social media platforms on Instagram and Facebook. Alright guys, so I will see you in the next DIY video. Take care, bye-bye.